one aspect of the Bhagavad Gita, which is one of the classic texts of world religions. It's among the 5 or 10 most famous and important of the classic texts of world religions, and so we're studying. And one aspect of the Bhagavad Gita, one of the main teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, is how to act properly in the world, how to act in the messiness of samsara. Samsara is the suffering world, right? In the messiness of samsara without being blemished by it. Sort of like a lotus, a lotus that grows out of the mud, the muck, very powerful symbol, right? The lotus grows out of the muck, but is a beautiful thing. So we're in the muck, okay? In case you hadn't noticed. We're definitely in the muck. And so we have to learn how to be beautiful in the muck, okay? And the Bhagavad Gita teaches that, teaches how to act in a messy world properly, so as to be in the world but not of the world, you could say. In the world but not of the world. In the world, acting in the world, it's very important. Bhagavad Gita is insistent on it, that you don't just, check out. You don't just head to the hills, or go into a cave, or try to find some tropical paradise to escape to. Although that sounds pretty good sometimes. But even in the tropical paradise, you'll find it's just like suffering with palm trees, right? It's like suffering with nice waves. That's all. And you can't run from samsara. You can't run away from samsara. The only way to get out of samsara is to change your head. To change your head, because samsara isn't a place; it's a state of mind. It's a state of mind. We are all suffering because of our states of mind. And if we changed our states of mind, if we could learn how to figure out the secret to changing our mindset, nirvana is right here. You don't have to go to Tahiti. You just find it right here in Tucson. But that's going to take a shift of perception. And shifts of perception don't happen voluntarily. They don't happen just because you wish that they could happen. That's kind of obvious, isn't it? That they don't happen just by wishing. But they're making whole movies that called The Secret. I don't know if you know this movie, The Secret. That's the whole premise of The Secret. The Secret, here's the secret of The Secret, okay? The secret of The Secret is if you just wish for stuff, it happens. Wouldn't that be nice? Wow, yeah. I'd like $1 million, and boom. No, but you haven't wished hard enough. That's the thing. You have to really, really want it. So what do you obsess about $1 million and then it comes, or something it doesn't work that way. Everything's in the nexus of causality. And causality isn't wishing. Causality is creating causes that bring about an effect. And that's one element or aspect of what's called karma yoga in the Bhagavad Gita. Karma yoga is learning how to work karma, how to understand karma, and how to work it. So yoga means discipline, right? Yoga means discipline, or yoking yourself, joining yourself to karma. And one level of what karma yoga means is understanding how causality works. And that will help you maneuver through the muck as a lotus. You'll be a lotus maneuvering through the muck because you understand what the principles are, what the rules of the game are. Karma is the rules of the game. Karma is the principle, the principles of how everything is working. And that's the first level of karma yoga. It's just understanding karma. And karma can be very, very complicated or very, very, kind of simple. At one level, in the Buddhist text, they say there are three levels of reality. The first is overt, the overt level of reality, stuff you can just see and feel and hear and stuff like that. Overt, obvious. And then there's hidden, what they call hidden levels of reality. So, for example, the absence of permanence to things is somewhat hidden from us. You see, the emptiness, right? Emptiness is at the level of what they call hidden reality. Because it seems like they're going to be around for a while. See? Doesn't it? Doesn't it seem like doesn't it seem like there are things? See? Like there are glasses and tables and, chai tea holders and things like that. You know, there are things in our world, and the appearance of things is an illusion. You see, the reality of things, the fact that there are no things, is hidden from us. So what does it mean that there are no things? Like there's somehow, like, you know, we're in some dream state, and like, you know, if we wake up, then we'll realize that there's nothing here. It's not like that. They're just processes, though. They're no concrete things. There's no hard things. There's no stability. There's no fixedness. It's just movement. Everything's movement. And we're like, doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's, you know, fixed. Seems like it's hard. But even our scientists say that, you know, like you put a big microscope on it, you can't tell. You can't tell if it's, what is it, energy or matter, right? It's indeterminate. It's indeterminate. You can't, I don't know. We don't know. We don't know if it's like a thing or just a process. It's no things everything's just movement of molecules, you could say. And so that's the second level of reality. Second level of reality is hidden from us. It doesn't seem like that. It seems like things are fixed. Do we ever suffer, do you think, from not realizing that things are not fixed, that things are constantly moving, changing, all the time? See, all the time. This is like, you know, it's one of the principal ways that we suffer. Is we expect things to last that aren't meant to last. They cannot last because they're impermanent. Everything's impermanent. And so when we lose things, you know, when they break or when they don't work anymore or when they die, we go, well, how could this have happened? This is so unexpected, because we thought that they would be there forever, basically. You know, at some level we thought we could just depend on them. And you can't depend on nothing. You know? It's like Carlos Santana said, right? Ain't got nobody that I can depend on. Maybe it says in Spanish, what is it? No, son? You don't know the song? Well, then the point is lost on you all. So I guess I better find another song too. Do you know the song? Okay, good. Sorry. Boys and girls, Carlos Santana was one of the greatest guitar players who ever lived. It still is. So, yeah, I mean, we think that things are permanent. We think that they're going to be there forever. They think they have some durability, that they'll always be there. We take them for granted, and then they disappear on us. Then we lose them because they were never meant to be there forever. But the absence of permanence to things, the emptiness of their permanence or durability is hidden from us. And so that's the second level of reality. And then there's what they call deeply hidden. Deeply hidden means like, wow, that you can hardly... only an enlightened being can really see at that level. And they say karma is at that level. The subtle workings of karma is at that level. Of like, you know, subtle workings means like, how come the floor pattern is the way it is? What's the karma of that? What's the karma that brought me the grains of wood of this floor? And you go like, I don't know. Definitely don't know. So that's way too subtle for me, you see. And it's like that. Most of everything's coming from karma. Everything in our life is coming from karma. Every thought that we have, every experience, every visual, audio, everything's coming from karma. So to explain everything karmically is virtually impossible is impossible for ordinary beings. It's just too complicated. You see, it's deeply hidden, very subtle.